up, guys? Welcome to another video. Today we're reviewing Captain America: The First Avenger. This one came out in 2011 and was directed by Joe Johnston and stars Chris Evans as Captain America and Haley Atwell as Agent Peggy Carter. Now, before we start, hit the like button, subscribe to the post notification bell so you know if you're free video. Let's just start. Let's start talking about the good. So, all the actors and actors in this film, I thought they were all great. Chris Evans, who plays Steve Rogers, Haley Atwell as Agent Peggy Carter, Sebastian Stan as Bucky Barnes, Hugo Weaving as Red Skull, Stanley Tucci as Dr. Erskine, Tommy Lee Jones as Sergeant Chester Phillips, and Toby Jones as Dr. Zola. All those characters very good in the film. The opening sequence is a very good opening sequence. It's the discovery of Captain America's shield in present time, and I think it works because it serves as a as sort of mirroring the ending sequence of this film, and I think it works very well. The cinematography, which of course was shots of cameras, lighting, great. This film looks very well done. The whole aesthetic of the film, that 1940s vibe to the film, World War II, very well done. The first act of the film, I thought it was good. It sets up the characters well, sets up sort of the problem, but not really. But to me, it didn't really matter that they set up the problem in the first act of the film, because what happens near the middle of this film to the end did a very good job and worked for me. So the first act of the film, I thought it was good. The Steve Rogers to Captain America transformation sequence is great. It is a great sequence. It's where they Dr. Erskine puts him inside of like this tube thing, and then turns him into Captain America. He comes out. He's thin in the beginning, and then he's a strong, the strong Captain America in the end. And I think it works very well. The classic Captain America costume, the transition from the classic comic book style costume to a modern version of Captain America, very well done. I really liked both of the costumes, and of course I wouldn't have liked them to keep that original costume for his entire runtime in the MCU, which they didn't, so I was happy about that. Red Skull, played by Hugo Weaving, awesome villain. Hugo Weaving is great in this film. Red Skull is menacing, he's creepy, and his whole, the way he looks, very menacing. I think it works for this film. The relationship between Steve Rogers and Dr. Erskine, very well handled. I really liked how Dr. Erskine helps Captain America with Steve Rogers and tells him like, what kind of man do you want to be when you get older. And I think it works very well. And with that being said, Dr. Erskine, his death is handled, again, very well. It's somewhat emotional and creates another level to Captain America that we end up seeing by the end of this film. And that death really added another level to Captain America, which I really liked. The second act of the film is very entertaining. It's an entertaining second act. I didn't have a problem with the second act. It wasn't slow. It wasn't boring. It was just the right amount of entertainment that I enjoyed it. The reveal of Red Skull in the second act of the film, very good. It is a great reveal. I really enjoyed Red Skull in this film, and I think his reveal, it was good. It was a big reveal. It wasn't like a small reveal that he just pops up on screen. That's it. It is a big reveal. And the 1940s setting is awesome. It's fantastic. Like I said earlier with the cinematography, I really liked what they did with the lighting in this film especially. But I think the 1940s setting overall was very well done. And going back to Red Skull's reveal, when he rips off his actual face, it was just cool. It was just awesome to look at, and I really liked, again, how they did the reveal. The action sequences. Now, there are some awesome action sequences in this film. Of course, this is a Marvel film, so they're going to be very good action sequences. But this film, Captain America, he's on the truck. There's a sequence where he's on the truck with all of his men, and they're going after people. And there's one slow motion sequence where they open the doors, they shoot at all the bad guys, and it is awesome. The slow motion shot, I don't really like slow motion shots unless they're used for something important. But in this situation, I really like the slow motion shot that they used for Captain America and his men. The sequences that are supposed to be funny are funny. Again, this is a Marvel film, so there are going to be hilarious sequences in this film, and I think they fit well in this film. Did not take away from any emotion that was in this film, and I think that really worked. The hilarious sequences worked in this film. Um, the story, I thought the story was very, very well done. I really liked what they did with the 1940 setting, with the whole entire story of World War II. I think it was very, very well done. The relationship between Steve Rogers and Bucky Barnes is great, and of course that carries on all the way until Captain America's death. But the relationship that's established in this film with those two characters, I really, really enjoyed what they did with it. The dialogue. There are many iconic lines of dialogue. Of course, Captain America saying, "I can do this all day," when he has the trash can shield and he's fighting off these, well, trying to fight off these bullies. I think it works very, very well. The Stan Lee cameo, of course, is great. Everyone loves Stan Lee. He has a great cameo in this. The third act of the film is awesome. The third act of the film is one of my favorite third acts um, of a Marvel film. And the reason I'm saying that is because you have an awesome fight sequence between Captain America and Red Skull. Like I said, Red Skull's a menacing villain, so when they actually fight in that third act of the film, it's awesome. It is a plain fight sequence. It's fun. It's entertaining. Um, it's visually very, very good to look at. It looks really well done. So I thought that whole sequence was great. Of course, the score by Alan Silvestri is a very good score. The iconic Captain America theme, very, very well done. And the ending sequence, which is the 70 years later sequence with Nick Fury cameo, I think it works well because, of course, it sets up the Avengers from 2012. So it's a year after this, obviously. And I think it sets up that film very well. And the post-credit sequence, which is technically an Avengers trailer, I thought it was great. Of course, if I would have been in the theater in 2011 watching Captain America, I would have just instantly just been so excited because, of course, Avengers came out the year after. That's all the good that I have. Now let's move on to the bad. So, of course, this film came out in 2011, and one of the problems I have with the MCU is that when things happen and they get reversed, the maybe it could be a death or whatever. When you watch that film again, it's not as emotional as it is now since you have seen the end result of where that character goes. And that to me is what happened with Bucky. Now, Bucky, his death would have been emotional the first time I saw it, but the first time I saw it, I had already seen Captain America Civil War. So I did not see this in the theaters when it first came out. So his death was not as emotional because you know he survives in the Winter Soldier. That's about it. Captain America the First Avenger is a fantastic film and a great intro to Captain America, and I highly recommend it. And I'm going to give Captain America the First Avenger an A-. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the post notification bell so you can know if you have a video. I'm Peter. Thanks for watching.